like we are set to go. Oh boy. Nice. Hello, Ollie. Let us hop over to Ableton. Ah, shit. I'm going to have to restart OBS. Hi, everybody. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. For some reason, OBS does not always do screen capture. Sometimes it's just like, nope. And I usually check beforehand, but I forgot this time. So I will be back in like 30 seconds. I have to stop the stream and restart it. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, sorry about that. It should be going now. I'm looking at my other monitor to test. Let's see. It says it's live. Okay, yeah, we're good. Cool. Now I just have to redo this. Ah, Kexon, welcome to the studio. Thank you so much. Okay, that's good. That's good. Hopefully, all you friendly faces can see me too. Kexon, I owe you a little bit of piano. Yeah, what happens, for some reason, I don't know what's going on, but every time I load OBS, it doesn't screen capture. I have to close OBS and then open it again, and then it works. Why? I don't know. But that's how it do, and unfortunately I forgot this last time to do that. So that then here we are. Either way, we should be set to go now. I owe Caxton a little piano. Wow, my headphones are loud. I apologize. I apologize for the background noise. I have 2 fans running because it's very warm out. Hello, Kexon. I always like to end on that chord. I don't know why. That C major 9. Anyway, I said last week I think that I was going to do a challenge, but I'm still kind of feeling like doing whatever I want. So I'm thinking this week I have an idea for like a little sound designy thing. And actually, let's go through these. I want to make something chill. Okay. How about this one? Okay, there's one in the composition quest log here called To the Skies. This challenge is all about invoking the feeling of flying through the glorious open skies. Write a flight theme to make the player feel like the thrill, that's weirdly worded, or maybe I read it wrong, of taking flight for the first time. Because I want to make something kind of chill, and yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So something that's a little chill, but also kind of has that spaciness, that openness of flight. And I've done a couple flying songs in the past, but there's always room for another one in the challenge. Excuse me. So, whoops, I wasted 2 whole seconds. So there's this sound design thing that I found recently that I want to try out, and we're gonna see how it works. I need an instrument though, so I guess it is close enough to 4 o'clock. I don't know how many seconds are left, but we'll just start it up. So what I need to do is I need to grab an instrument. And I was thinking, about the kalimba, because I need a singular tone, which will work very well. Having the background noise of the fans is actually going to make this a little bit more interesting, which I kind of like too. But let's get this party started. So I need a tone. And I'm going to grab that tone right now. Oh, poor kitty's coughing. He's doing okay. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you're okay. Sorry. Yeah, he's doing all right considering the circumstances. In positive news, we got kind of a clean bill of health, not a clean bill of health, but we got an okay from the vet today that our other kitty's doing well. Hey, buddy, are you okay? Hey, it's okay. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, he just has coughing fits once in a while, and he usually comes out of it pretty quick, but sometimes are worse than others. We've been trying to talk to the vet and see if we can like get something to remove the fluid from his lungs or something like that, and I think that'll help a lot. We just gotta figure out if that'll help. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is tune this. Okay, so this is tuned now. Thank you, Ollie. I really appreciate that. She's had a rough patch for sure, but she's definitely on the mend, which is good. Or like I said, about as on the mend as you can get in the condition that she's in. So the whole point of this is to basically make these pad sounds that have a lot of dynamic movement to it, and I wanted to give this a try. So I'm going to need to make this a lot louder. You can't really hear that, I'm sure. But you can create these really amazing sounds. I was tinkering with this a little bit, and I wanted to do a challenge off of this because it was just so cool. And then you just add a bunch of reverb and a bunch of other sounds on top of it, and it just creates this, yeah, so it's basically just taking one sound and then stretching it out and looping it and turning it into this whole, kind of this soundscape, I guess. And I'm looking for filter delay. That's what I'm looking for. No, I'm looking for grain delay. Grain delay is nice because it allows you to pitch things up. And with the pitch bending, that's very useful because it gives you extra layers on top of it. So quiet still. I gotta fix that. I'm gonna give this a bit of an attack so it's not so immediate. And I'm feeling that this should really go here. I am getting a lot of like fan noise. So I'm going to filter out before I do any processing. So now it's a little bit better. I might just go and take like a recorded tone from Contact or something too. I just wanted to try it with something that I recorded myself because I thought it was interesting. But there's there is a lot of Hi Zelgrith. It is going okay. The current theme, for lack of a better word, is to make something kind of relating to flying, and I wanted to mess around with this sound technique that I found. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a sample from Contact. I think that'll be easier. I think there is a kalimba. Yeah, there is a kalimba in here, so I'll just do it this way. And that way everybody wins. I still get my kalimba, and oops. It's right here. Okay. So I'll just record. Yes, Zelgrith, it is. This is part of Composer Quest Volume 4, Level 4. Where we can work on new stuff. And I am looking forward to doing more of it, for sure. But there is definitely a lot of old stuff that I can still work on. There we go. Geozac. I have mixed feelings about it. I think that it's good to stay fresh, and I didn't know Patreon's been around for 4 years. Like that's pretty remarkable in itself. As far as like what it looks like design-wise, it's gonna take a little getting used to. I feel that I feel that it was the logo is kind of weird to me. I feel that okay, so now I can bring this back down to C. Oops. I feel the logo is kind of weird. It's going to take some getting used to for sure. But maybe a kalimba is just not the best instrument for this. There's a lot of overtones that I was not expecting. Yeah, Barry, and that's the thing. Like, they had a very strong recognition with their P logo already. And, okay, I'm gonna scrap this all together, and I'm just gonna roll with the piano, because I know that works. There is a piano sound that I used to test, and it turned out really cool. It sounded like a string. I think it was this guy. So now, yeah, now we get this cool. Yeah, and I tend to agree that it just seems really, really simple and kind of it's a transition. I guess that's yeah. I think we won't really know until, like 6 months from now or 3 months from now, when the transition's finally fully happened and people can better understand like how everything works. But by then it's like, I mean, I have to change all of my stuff around, which sucks. But it's the nature of the beast. So let's think of some chords here. No, I did not hear anything, Ollie. Maybe there was some kind of missive that I missed, but I did not. It's an interesting sound. What if I bring it up an octave? Yeah, Barry, and that's the thing. Like I'm not in a rush to fix it right away. That's for sure. But I know at some point I'm gonna have to do it. There was like one other thing. No, Zach. I mean, they're not like legally requiring you to change it or anything. It's just, you know, it's just such a quick loop. But if it's so farther away, hmm. Yeah, their logo is not great. I mean, this is a simple chord progression, but it doesn't have to be like sweeping and huge. Like I like the idea, and I think that I did this in a very very early 2 hour track challenge, where where yeah, Barry, nobody's gonna follow those brand guidelines. Where like the theme was flight, and I use the idea of a glider, like one of those gliders that like somebody actually tows you up into the air, and then they just like detach, and then you're just floating there. And I like the idea of having that as just kind of this peaceful sound. Yeah, I don't know if I want the tempo to be 60 though. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Let's make the tempo 60. And then since we're going up into the air, we better get our Valhalla room right now, because that is going to. Would shimmer help here? No, shimmer would give the wrong feeling, I think. So now with the extra reverb, we got this. It needs a little bit more work, but it's getting there. It also seems really quiet. I don't know. Maybe my headphones are just too quiet. Is the audio okay? Or is that too quiet for you guys? That's a little better. Okay, I'll leave it like that for now. It might be too loud later on, but for the moment that's good. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Caxon. So auto filter. One of my favorite things to do is to create an auto filter that just kind of sweeps the bands. So it basically just gives it this weird harmonic like movement, which I really like. It's a very simple chord progression, but I think that that's okay. And I think I'm actually drowning this in reverb now. I might want to scale back a little bit. So yeah, the new Patreon thing is exciting. Like they seem to have added a couple really neat features that hopefully will get some, you know, more love and attention and stuff. But I think their logo is kind of dumb, and I'm not really sure who approved it, but I guess somebody up there thinks that it's a good idea. So whoa. That's kind of a cool sounding pad. It needs a little bit more movement though, so I'm going to toss a phaser in here. Phasers are cool, and because it creates this yeah, you're gonna have to find a unique way to do that. Well, I mean, I guess you do have the circle and the stick, so I mean, you can still cover everything. It just won't really be aligned with the logos terribly well. I guess that's how that works, right? So okay, so I'm just gonna record something real quick, just so I don't have to keep. Oh my God, so slow. Exactly, Ollie. Now you understand where I'm going with that. I don't know how I feel about this, honestly. Like when I tried it before, it created this really cool sound, and maybe I'm missing a maybe I'm missing a step in the process, but I thought this was everything that you had to do for it. So I like it. It's not bad. Maybe this works better as more of like a background tone, and I can layer this with something completely different, which kind of goes against the original idea, but the original idea is not working for me. So let's add an analog. No, that's not an operator. Operator should do the trick here, because all I want is like a square 4, and I want it quiet. Oops. Okay. Ooh, an absinthe patch. Yeah, I love absinthe. That's something that I haven't really messed around with a whole lot. The other thing, oh, I need a name for this still. You guys think of a name while I try to continue to fix this. Where should I put the EQ? Should be early on. The EQ for this is kind of weird. There's like some stuff in here that I don't like. That's a little bit better. I like the pluckiness of this. This turned out really cool. Yeah, don't do that though. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Angel Afternoon Tea Time. That's not bad. Should we go for like ambient in this one and like go super chill? Like I'm kind of down for that actually. I've been making some pretty upbeat songs for Barry lately, and it would be nice to have something that's really really down tempo. Like, would you guys would you indulge me for that? Because I know that sometimes that kind of music is kind of divisive when it comes to people, just because of how it puts people to sleep. But like we could totally do something really chill. All right, we're in major, not minor. And no, and you don't have to apologize, Barry. I've been having a ton of fun making the music, but it's a very specific style, and I love that style. It's really cool. Like I'm not trying to say that what you're doing is wrong. Why did the metronome pop on? Yes, you can, Barry. The cat just crawled in my lap. That's kind of messed things up a little bit. Yeah, Barry is making a game called Visual Out, which is kind of like a platformer Metroidvania style game, and it's super cool. And I really like the art style that she has for it. Caxton, I actually have recorded several audiobooks from my friend who is a writer. Unfortunately, they're all like dark sci-fi, and they're not exactly relaxing. I would love to have an audiobook that's a little bit more relaxing because they are fun to record. But yeah, like the themes in the audiobooks that I've narrated have been usually pretty downer. Oh, I don't know if I want to go that direction actually. Like having a lead like that is nice, but I might just want to do something more like this. Oh my god, it's so slow. Maybe I'm just limiting myself too much here. I need to get something going on, don't I? Oh, share the info for the audiobooks. Honestly, let me see if I can find them. They are on Amazon, I think. Yeah, I know. Kindle. Great. Yeah, so the 2 audiobooks that I've made have been written by Michael Duda. The 2 that I've done are Deny the Father and A Cat Will Play. I think those are the 2. Because Bedtime for Seneca is his first one. So, yeah. So, yeah, if you look up M. Duda on Amazon, you should find it. Like, forewarning, some of them go to pretty dark places. Like, I was a little uncomfortable narrating some of them. But, you know, that's how it goes. I have mixed feelings about this just because it's so basic. Okay, so let's take a step back and look at this from like the entire project. This is a song about flying. It's about gliding. It's basically about being suspended in air. So there's motion, but not visually. So I'm trying to conceptualize this from a different angle because right now I'm a little stuck. So I'm trying to figure out what would be a good way of approaching this song. Okay, well, I'm going to try. I have some wind here, and the wind might help a little bit too, although I don't know if that actually helps. Just because there's no crickets in the stratosphere. Let's try this one. Nope, birds. Dang it. Hey, kitty, you're okay. Come on. Yeah, there's the bird sounds in here, though, which I don't like. So maybe if I just go like this. Oh, I don't like birds when they're yelling outside my house at 4 a.m. But I do like birds. They just don't exist within the context of this song. So I'm a little stuck right now, which, you know, isn't really a new thing, but it's something that I don't really know where I'm going with this. There we go. Okay. Let's try this again. Except this time, let's turn it into more of an arpeggiation. Maybe that'll help. Because if we can kind of retain... Oh, right, this is 1 bar, so this needs to be like this. This is also why I really don't like working in the major key, just because I'm so bad at doing anything useful in it. Well, that's nice. This is like pleasant. Yeah, have the melody in the bass. That's not a bad idea. I'm trying to vary this a little bit. Ugh. That was a bad idea. Yeah, I could do that. Subject everybody to my terrible singing again. It would help. Like, I joke, but it would help. Why is it so quiet? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and I guess like the last month or two of songs that I've made have been very like loud and bombastic. So I'm, as much as I like that train, I also like having like the variety of stuff, because not everybody, for the patron's sake, not everybody wants something just crazy loud all the time. Sometimes it's cool to just have a chill jam, you know? So, yeah, I'll see what this does. Wait 20 minutes for the metronome to tick in. So the trick with that Ollie is that it's an octave leap. So I knew that I wanted to, because I couldn't go down anymore. So what I did was I just jumped up an octave. Whoa. Because I know that I wanted this to flow back into the beginning here, but I didn't want to just go straight up because there wasn't a lot of notes there. So I jumped an octave, which is basically a free note, because like if you get super technical in theory, C2 and C3 are basically the same note. So it's basically just keeping within the octave that I wanted. very serene. Okay, I keep accidentally hitting Control S, so we need a name for this now. There was the tea time for angels. What was it called? Angel Afternoon Tea Time, which I think is nice. Does anybody else have any suggestions before I lock that into the annals of history? I know there's a bit of a stream delay, so I'll give you guys a couple seconds to think about it. Otherwise, that's what this song will be named. For better or for worse. Make sure I'm not missing anything over here. It looks like we're good. Okay. Well, in that case, I don't hear any dissenters, so we'll go with this. Yes, delete. That's a little better. I tightened up the attack on that a little bit, which helps. So what we have right now is like the plaster. We have a very flat and smooth surface that we can work on adding more stuff on top of, because none of this is terribly interesting. It sounds nice, but it's not terribly interesting. So I'm thinking about doing some just basic chord, not even chords, just kind of like arpeggiations almost, and seeing if that will help kind of shore up some of this stuff. So if I go like this and then just take 3 random notes basically. Again, I'll just jump with the octaves. Not 2 octaves though. There we go. And then a 5th. Except I'm in major key, not minor key, Ben. Okay, so that gives it a little bit more interest at the beginning, but now we need something to happen in the middle. And I've been realizing this more and more as I do music stuff, that it's all about kind of... Oh, thank you, Ollie. Yeah, I really kind of like how this is panning out. But I've been realizing more and more that it's all about the call and response. It's all about juggling like what the listener is listening to at the time. Like, this stuff, you don't really listen to it. Like, it's established. Like, and that's why like videos have either to reach something or to fall in the narrative. Yeah, you're probably right, Kexon. But like this is basically like the establishing shot. It's like, this is where we are. I feel like just gliding and feeling the wind on the nose would work too with this. Yeah, and that's kind of the difficulty. Like, it would be cool to add drama, but at the same time, it's also kind of cool to just have this kind of ambient jam, and I'm kind of stuck in between 2 of these, because it's not like I'm going to rock out into a guitar solo being like, oh no, we're falling now. But it's also nice to have a little bit of and with ambient pieces, it's all about the evolution. Like you don't just have section and done. It's all like all the sections are merged together in different ways. So it's probably useful to try to think up like a different chord progression that we can put in here. Oops. So I wanted to do. There's a bird. Get out of here, bird. Nobody likes you. So what I'm doing is I'm just adding a different chord progression. I'm trying to get away from that pedal note a little bit. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Okay, what is this chord? Because it don't sound right. That boy ain't right. That is a cool chord, but not what I was playing. I kind of like it as it is now, the more I hear it. Except this should go here. There we go. Yeah. There's no drama in that. Okay. Nope, that was right before. Yeah, okay. So having that weird chord is actually good because it breaks things up a little bit. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about all this now. Oh, thanks, Selgrith. It's getting there. It needs some people voices, which I'm not. Ooh, take care, Ollie. Yeah. The video will be the recording will be available sometime soon. Ask me on Discord. I usually post the recording link on Discord like right away. just because people sometimes ask. Oops, that's the wrong button. Hey, pizza, how you doing? Ooh. Okay, here we go. I apologize. My thing. Yeah, it's a good start. Yeah, so I kind of lost it right there. I'm gonna compress it a bit. Also, this should probably get pushed out a little bit more. This is like the B section, you know. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I tried. This is the fun part, right? Hello, Ellie Thompson. How are you today? So what I can do now becomes powerful. You know, a couple people have suggested that, and I think I might try to go that direction. Sing a nice vocal octave jump. Yeah, well, thanks, man. This has been a weird one today. That is for sure. But I think that we're going in the right direction. It's just kind of taken a little while to get there. So I can pitch bend this up. And then fade it out a little bit. Holy cow. Okay, let's try this again. Hello, Dark. How are you? Oops, no, this needs to be negative infinity. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. Melodica. You are absolutely right. You know, I've been thinking about that. I look at it over on my desk like every so often. Um, I love this thing. Hey, Binary Biscuit, how you doing, man? It's been a minute. Come on, man. Screwed up right at the end, but I have to breathe at some point. The theme right here is kind of just like flying or floating, and the vision, like the imagery that I'm going for with this is kind of like a glider, where somebody like tows you up into the sky and just lets you go and you float down. I was always kind of fascinated with those when I was a kid, just because. Okay, where was the? Because my dad was doing a lot of flying stuff. This is turning out. This is getting to be too many layers. When you let go, it's a wonderful floaty rush. That's an interesting way of putting it. Where it can be something where. Oh, come on. Okay, so maybe what we'll do is we'll split this into two parts, where we'll have this kind of intro, which is kind of big and floaty, and then things will start to happen. Oh, they're so fun. I love melodicas, and honestly, they're only like $50 or $60. Like, I got this as a birthday present from Guitar Center, and they're like a harmonica, except they don't suck to play. Nope. Nope. I haven't played that song in like 10 years. So yeah, now we've got a lot of layers. Oh yeah, they're not terribly expensive, but they're so fun. I love them. Yeah, they were popular in like the 90s. Yep, that's Mario 2. Can I ungroup this? Like, drag and drop, please? Why can I not ungroup this? Oh, ungroup tracks. I hit that combo there. Yeah. I would love an OP1, but that's out of my price range by a lot. But they're super cool. Like, I love the OP1. I think that it's a really fantastic device, especially if you want to just do stuff on the go. Yeah, the OP1 is like it's basically like having a DAW like this, except in a little piano that's like this big. It's basically a 4-track. Well, Andrew Wong loves his, but also if you're not familiar with Red Means Recording, you should really check that channel out. It's basically like a 4-track synthesizer, so you only have 4 channels, but you have a ton of stuff that you can layer on and put in there, and you can just do some crazy stuff. And if you want to see an OP1 used very well, I do highly suggest checking out Red Means Recording, which is a YouTube channel. Red Means Recording. It's not YouTube/Red Means Recording though. It's like something else. But if you just Google that, you'll find it. It's like, yeah, it's like JJBBLKK. That's that. The dude is awesome. I've chatted with him a couple times. And he's a cool dude. But I just looked at the time, and we have only an hour left to actually finish this, and we only have like a loop. Yeah, I highly recommend checking his videos out. He has definitely been the inspiration for several of the video editing techniques that I've done lately. He does a very good job at merging both the workflow that he's doing with keeping visual interest in the viewer so it's not just watching somebody, hit keys on a piano. It's actually like there's a conversation going on, like his internal thought process and stuff. It's fantastic. Okay. I am going to work on spreading this out a little bit more because I need to get my ass in gear and get the first part of this done. So what I'm thinking of is we can go like this, and then yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep the voice, honestly. Because the melodica is way better than my voice. And, yeah. Right, we need this one. And then this one. So, like, we'll build up. Like, this will just be one big build up here. And then we'll have, like, 2 or 3 bars of kind of, like, just dissipation. And then we can kind of bring something else in that's a little bit more active, I think. That's good enough. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. Dang it. Get out of here, birds. Die. Yeah, I said it. You don't want no stinking birds. Son of a bitch. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Nobody's gonna notice or care about me. I Ethereal Daydreams. That's not a bad name for it either, but we already got a name. Maybe next time we'll do Ethereal Daydreams. Okay, so this can't resolve then. Let's just like leave it there. Yeah, that might be a fun challenge, is to like make a song based off of just the title alone. Okay. Okay. So what do we want to do now? I like the idea of maybe like fading this out. Like have a bar of suspense, and then we can try to bring in like an arpeggio that's I'm totally fine with doing something completely different for like the second half of this song, because it's basically like a state change in the song itself, where we're working with a different mood. And I'm wondering if like we can start it off by just like taking this and then just like halving it, like everything goes to double time. Except it doesn't sound awful and terrible. The other thing I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change the tempo here. So, time signature change. Song tempo, here we go. I haven't had to change the tempo in such a long time. It's like I forgot how to do it for a second. So I am going to just double it. Or close enough to doubling it. That way, I can leave this the way that it was, except now the echo actually works the way I want it to. I don't know why that first note is borked. Oh. Yeah, that would be a good reason why. This is something I don't do often enough. Tempo changes are so important, even though I'm just doubling it. There we go. Yeah, okay. So those would be the chords. Piano. Piano, piano, piano. That should do the trick. Let's bring this in. Yeah, take care, Thompson. Thanks so much for swinging by, man. It means a lot. Hope you have a good rest of the day and stuff. Okay, well, first thing I need to do is I need to make sure this transition actually works. That's really long. Excuse me. Wonder if I go like this and then just like hold these notes over, so there's a little bit something. That's better. Okay. So somebody had mentioned drums, and I like the idea of some very simple drums, mostly hat work, just. Yeah, something like this. I gotta fix these, of course. And then it's a one shot fade out. Yeah. No, classic, because I want to be able to. Yeah. Go away, Crowdfire. Yeah, I think I talked about Crowdfire. I think I talked about Crowdfire last time, and I do like it. I actually haven't used it a whole lot this past week, mostly because I've had other stuff going on. But it's nice to be able to have reminders and to set things that just post at like quote unquote ideal times. But I don't use it for like gamifying social media. Like I find that stuff to be pretty abhorrent. And I don't mind if other people do it. It's just like trying to manipulate people into liking your page to get your numbers bigger doesn't really appeal to me. And I think I had a creative exploration video on that at one point where, yeah, it was kind of, I think it was called the numbers game, where it's just like, your numbers don't matter. I mean, they do to a degree, but if you force those numbers, like by playing the game, you're not really getting ahead. Like if you buy bots or if you buy subscriptions or follows, it's like you're not really doing anything. Your numbers are bigger, but that doesn't fix anything. Okay, it's a good start. The piano's a little loud. I'm going to tune that down. 47 minutes left. Numbers don't exist in more than one dimension. That is very deep. I'm going to have to process that a little bit. But it's like, yeah, it's like you can buy follows, but those people don't really care about what you do. You're spending money to make your numbers bigger, and there's no point in making your numbers bigger. Like there's no, at least me personally, there's never been a time where I saw somebody's Twitter sorry. Numbers exist in more than one direction. Yeah, that's my bad. I read it wrong. There's never been a time where I looked at somebody's Twitter and been like, oh, he has 10,000 followers. I better follow too. And maybe other people are different. I'm sure they are. But, like, it never really... I guess I was never the person to worry about following what other people did. What am I even looking for? My brain is like fried. It's so hot over here. And that's one of the other reasons why I'm kind of slow today. I'm very warm. Like I said, I have 2 fans running right now. I'm trying to see if I can maybe get a nice kind of bass. But these are all going to be a little too aggressive, probably. Yeah, that's too aggressive. What I can do... yeah, okay, so what I can do, I think... Come on, buddy, stop coughing. You're making me actually kind of worried. I really don't want... I don't want him to feel worse. And I really don't want to, like, put him on, like, pain meds for the rest of his life either. I just hope it's one of those things where he's been lying all day and he's just needs to move around. So I can do like a little chord stab here that'll just last a long time. Except higher up. And quieter. And pan to the left. Oh, Plague 8908. Welcome to the studio. I owe you a little bit of piano, but give me 1 second. Thanks for the follow, man. Catalyst, you know I've done stuff similar to that. which isn't to say I wouldn't do it again, but I've never been able to do that. That's just not something that I'm able to do. So let me get that piano for you. Where's my piano? It's so quiet. Oh, right. That echo makes it kind of hard. Either way, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. There we go. Okay. If that was a YouTube thing, it might have just been somebody following my channel. I don't think there's any delineation between people following on stream and not. Okay. Honestly, the more I think about this one, the more I'm like, oh, I made a huge mistake. Which is fine. You gotta have the... I hesitate to say duds, but I went into this with a very specific idea that didn't really pan out. That I might be able to duplicate it. I'm trying to figure out a bass or something that I can use. This is why I don't like writing songs in major. That kind of works pretty well, actually. I'm trying to make this quieter. Also, and I just realized this, but most people that stream music usually do like EDM or like super upbeat stuff, and I've got people hanging out listening to some crazy weird ambient stuff. You guys are awesome. Like, it's awesome. Like that there are people just sitting and watching this instead of, you know, the super upbeat popular stuff like that. That makes me pretty happy. Catalyst, if you did do that, how would you know that I said it? Eyeballs. They're on you. Sure, Zelgrith. You have some pretty good lip reading skills if you can read it through like a tiny ass window down there, man. So what I'm thinking of is adding like some bass and some chords and just like letting this play out for a little bit. That doesn't make more pixels in a 1080p, man. Listen, you can keep digging yourself that hole. Okay, so sorry I stopped it. Thank you, Zelgrith. See, no, Catalyst, the problem is that the signal that you're receiving is 1080p. Like, you can't create more pixels out of nothing. Yeah, there's interpolation, but that's kind of crap when it comes to, like, faces. Oh, man. Take care, Zelgrith. I'm seeing if there's a nice like uplifter that doesn't sound like an EDM drop. Actually, that works pretty well. You just take the first little bit here. Just go like that and like this. Okay, so now we've got this. I just needed some kind of transition there. I'm cleaning it up a little bit. That's better. I want a snare that's like snappy. Actually, yeah, a stick might work instead. And I'm not saying that we need to add this right away, but I feel that oops, yeah, okay, let's do it right. Okay. What am I at? 30 minutes left. Well, this is gonna be a weird one. Like 30 minutes is still a long time. That's a quarter of the challenge, so I'm not super worried on that front. But I'm just kind of worried from an idea standpoint. I'm a little out of it right now when it comes to just what I want to do. Work a goat yell into this. I don't know. First of all, I don't have any goat yells on my computer, and I don't really... YouTube.com goat yell. Goats yelling like humans. Supercut compilation. YouTube to MP3. Okay. This is why this doesn't work. I don't want an ad. I want the stupid thing. Download MP3. No, I don't want a girlfriend. Go away. Stupid ads. You know what, Catalyst? This might be your best idea ever. It might be your worst. I don't even know what it sounds like. But having some more harmonic stuff, yeah, bring it on. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm not even going to listen to it. I'm going to set it up how I think it's going to work the best first. And if you don't like that, tough. Okay, with this on it. That little part right here. Honestly, I like that a lot. It has a nice little rhythm to it. Hey, if I can't make a song good, at least I can make it weird. Like, yeah, I don't know. I would rather do something crazy than... There, see? I added it. You're welcome. Okay. So... I'm going to re-record that, actually. Okay, I screwed up that second part. Yeah. Ow. Don't kick your fan under your desk. That kind of hurt. Stop with the pedal. It's one thing I hate about Ableton sometimes. It gets the pedal stuck. And then it just stays on forever. And slowly drives you crazy. Okay, so we've got this. I'm thinking about like fading this out. And then just doing a little piano thing. Oh my god, the timer's all screwed up. I'm sorry. There we go. Nobody said anything. Because I would rather like do some cool piano thing right here. Maybe not. Because the piano just seems weird. I'm at a bit of a loss for this one. And, like, that's okay. That's totally okay. And I've even mentioned this in... I don't know if it was a 2-hour track challenge or if it was somewhere else, but I've mentioned this before where it's like... It's okay if some of these turn out kind of weird. Which is to say, not how I want them to. Because that's just part of the process. I've been doing super good the past couple weeks, and I knew the other shoe had to drop at some point. And that, I mean, that's not, I'm not trying to, like, denigrate myself. I'm not trying to, like, put myself down. It's just that's how it is. That's how creativity goes. So I want them to come in fast, but then fade out slow. The other problem is that I spent most of the weekend playing Factorio, and I think I gave myself like some repetitive stress injury on my wrist because it's actually killing me right now. I'll just Michael Jackson it and wear the one glove. There we go. Oh, God, the thing ripped. Whatever. Hopefully that'll help too. screwed that up. I wanted to mess with this more before I... Gotta do this the old-fashioned way, I guess. I'm sure the last one messes them all up. Good job, Ben. Yes. So, hope everybody's having a good day. And so forth. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to loop this 2 more times. What's this one? Yeah, so that's the piano. Bring this over too. Actually, what I can do is copy, paste. Yeah. Let's bring that whole rhythm up a little bit more. Okay, and then we'll go back to the melodica and like try to suss something out there. Maybe. That's the problem with Massive, is that it doesn't really have velocity sensitivity. By default, you have to add it in manually, and that sucks. Okay. Sure. Let's see what happens. Damn it. Wrong thing selected. I don't know. Ugh, that's a good chord, though. I don't know if I should leave that in or not. It makes me happy, so I might. But it's kind of dumb. Oops. So, does anybody have suggestions for this song? Like, as it stands right now, it's kind of done. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the ending. Let's listen to the whole thing. Traditionally, I don't always do this, but this song it's been such a weird process. I want to make sure that it's like still cohesive. And even though this part looks really short, keep in mind that this is halftime compared to the rest of this. .808 bass, huh? You know, I was actually thinking about something similar. I only have the drum kits, though. Oof, that kick. Yeah, the 808 stuff I have is all drums. I don't have an 808 bass. I thought I did, though. That's a weird menagerie of sounds. Huh. Yeah. So I could group this and add your 808 bass. does add a little bit more oomph, doesn't it? Yeah, Pedro. But I also like doing weird stuff. And, I mean, if you weren't here a little while ago, Catalyst suggested I use yelling goats, which is what this turned into, this part. And originally it was... Yeah. So yes, it is my track, but it's everybody's track. That's how this works. Resonator is flippin' awesome. I use Resonator all the time. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Pedro. Let me get you a little bit of a piano. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Let me get you a little bit of a piano solo. We've got 10 minutes left. Oh, thanks for the updates, Streamjar. You're a little slow. Oops, that is the wrong thing. Pedro. You know what? We've been playing in major key the whole time. Let's go. Yeah, it sucks. Where am I going here? There it is. Okay. Thank you so much for the follow. One of our cats is flipping out with a cat toy. It's a little distracting. Yeah, no, it's actually a really good suggestion. I was thinking about trying to add more bass to it, but I couldn't really think of the best way of doing it. So, Kintix, this is Ableton Live. No, Pedro, thank you. I appreciate the follow. It actually means a lot. This software is called Ableton Live. It is a digital audio workstation, or a DAW, if you are within the parlance of audio engineers. And it's used to make music. It's similar to FL Studio. I mean, you have the same kind of layout. Ah, that chord. Yeah, I think this actually turned out pretty cool. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those songs I listen to like 3 months from now. I'll be like, yeah, I'm okay with that. But right now, I'm like so. But, 2 hours. That's what you get. Keats. Thank you, Keats. Sorry, I'm really bad at pronouncing names and reading, apparently. Oh, Pedro, you were asking about the goats. So what? I don't know how familiar you are with writing music and stuff. So this is the initial thing. But adding a resonator, what it does is it so each note like has a specific frequency range. Oops, there we go. So what the resonator does is it chops out those little narrow bands of frequency that relates to those notes. So you end up with something that sounds relatively musical. And then I added a reverb and an auto filter and a bunch of other stuff just to give it a little bit more movement and stuff. But Yeah. It works as kind of just a layer of not only tonal, not only tones, it has a layer of kind of a little bit of percussive stuff, but not a lot. That's funny. Mostly Pedro. But to be fair, I've been doing this for like 20 years in one way or another. Actually, let me just go back to this one. Yeah, so I've been writing music since the late 1990s. I am an old man. But I love doing it, and I'll do it forever. And it's like I've never really had formal lessons, but I've definitely had a lot of instruction from online stuff and a lot of inspiration from other artists. And okay, let me see. Keats, thank you so much for the follow, man. It means a ton. I owe you a little bit of a piano solo, but before I give you that piano solo, let me actually finish this song up so we don't run out of time. So I will give you a little bit of piano in just a second, but first I have to do a quick mix and master on this song because it's a little wonky when it comes to that stuff. So, simple mastering. Toss it on the chain, and we will throw the thing in there. I do want a little bit more bass in here. We can chop out some of the mids. StreamYard is really on it today. And then I just need to get the volume. Okay, that's too much. Something was stuck. Yeah, way better. Okay, so this is still stuck. What the heck is going on here? There we go. And these are extraordinarily loud still, so I'm gonna cut those down. And that's the reason why I wanted to do the mixing and mastering real fast, so I didn't. That's too quiet, but there we go. I want it to be present, but I don't want it to be omnipresent, if that makes sense. This could be a little pluckier. Well, thankfully, we're basically done. I'm going to try to do one thing real quick. This piano... This piano seems to be getting a little lost, so I want to... Yes, Lou, I am using a 4K monitor. Unfortunately, that kind of makes some of the stuff illegible, and I apologize for that. But it helps me retain my sanity because I really, yeah, there we go. Because I need as much real estate as possible, because some songs I work on have tons of layers, and if I have to scroll through all of it, it drives me bananas. It's a little loud. I've got 50 seconds. I can add a quick crash. Probably, if I can find one that works. All results. Yeah, so all I want here is just a really, really simple crash. Holy loud. Cool. And I want to do another one right here. Auto filter, and done. Ha! 3 seconds left. I win. It doesn't really matter if I go over time. I don't care. Yeah. So we made a song that's a little outside of the Hi, Olafson. Ouch. Honestly, I could get away with going like this. Oh no, I cheated. Thank you, Dark. So yeah. What was it? How did I... Keats. I owe you a piano solo. So Keats, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the studio. Yes, Pedro. It's called the 2-Hour Track Challenge, where I try to write a song from start to finish within 2 hours. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna kill the delay. There we go. What's the next chord? Or we'll just do this. Oops. There it is. Oh, man. Oh, thanks, man. I thought about putting the piano thing in there, but it didn't really fit. I think there's just too much going on, which is surprising because it's a very open and spacey song. But there's just too much going on within the song as a whole to really jam something else in there. Which, that's totally fine. Like, each song is different. I'm learning. I'm gonna check this one off my list. The challenge was To the Skies. I'm learning that following somebody else's predetermined challenges, I'll play the song in the background. But I'm learning that following somebody else's predetermined challenges, while fun, makes stuff that I'm not always particularly happy with. Like the past month, really, I've been making songs just off of whatever whim I feel at the time. And, God, I have so much fun doing that. And the songs turn out cool. And when I go off of these challenges, and these challenges, mind you, are very important. Like, it's good to stretch your legs once in a while and do something that you're uncomfortable with, which is definitely what these do. And there's some in here that I'm not looking forward to, and some that I am. But, yeah, I think that I want to kind of sprinkle between working on that list and then just doing whatever I feel at the moment, because I definitely wouldn't have done a song like this if I had free reign of my choice of songs, which again is fine. Like I'm not complaining at all. I think this turned out super cool, but and it's definitely different than what I've been doing lately, which is also good. Like, there have been a lot of songs lately that are very focused on the drum machine and the more upbeat stuff, and I want to do something that's a little bit more organic once in a while. That's totally fine. Also, if you didn't notice, this sounds cool because this is all playing in a major scale, and these two are playing in the is it the harmonic minor or it's the harmonic minor. Which is cool. Like, it's a really cool effect because you have the major scale, but the chords are playing minor. And it's actually a really cool way of doing things. Because it's really hard to tell whether you're in a major or a minor scale because the chords are playing a very distinctly minor progression, but the melody is all in the major scale. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So this was a lot of fun. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for hanging out, Barry. I didn't know you were still around. I appreciate that. I will get to your game music next week. We'll finish up the last song, and then we can work on revisions. That'll be fun. As to everybody else, I think that I am done with the stream for today. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out and being a part of this. And thank you to all the new followers for the studio. It was a lot of fun to meet you and say hello. And I think that's all I've got for today. I'm going to work on exporting this and putting it up on my SoundCloud, which is soundcloud.com/abstraction. If you wanted to download this song and support my work, you can go to patreon.com/Ben_Burns. That's BURNES. I put out a new song every week, and giving $1 a month will give you access to like the huge backlog that I have now. I think it's almost 100 songs. And you'll get instant download of all those, etc., etc. And if you ever want to get in touch with me, I have questions about anything, creative, music, or otherwise, you can hit me up on Twitter at Ben_Burns. That's BURNES. And I would be happy to talk to you about anything relating to anything because I never stop talking. Such is the life of a streamer. Anyway, guys, thank you again so much for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun, even though we made kind of a weird song today. I had a good time. And, yeah, that's all for me. You guys have a great rest of the day, rest of the week. Maybe I'll see you this Saturday when I do another random creative stream. It'll be fun. Have a good day, and I'll see you later. Take care. Yeah, that Patreon logo is still screwed up, ain't it? I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that good. Although nobody will recognize it. Yeah, whatever. Again, thanks, guys. I'm heading out. Have a good one.